David, peace be upon him. After many years from the death of Moses, peace be upon him, the Israelites deviated from his law and increased their tyranny, and they were defeated many times. They were displaced, and their condition became worse. And after these difficult circumstances for many years, David became the king of the Israelite. So God gathered to him prophecy and kingship. David was sincere servant of God, thanksgiving, fasting on alternate days, praying half of the night and sleeping third of the night, and God sent to him a revelation which is Zabur. God gave him the knowledge and the wisdom and the beautiful voice. When he praising the God, the mountain and the birds praising with him, he could recite Zabur in 70 voices. David used to offer prayer in night. Whenever he was weeping during prayer, everything in his surrounding used to weep with him, and his voice was healing the worried and the feverish people. Also, God softened the iron in David's hand, and even it was said that he used to deal with iron just as people dealing with clay and wax. He used to make shields from it. God made the kingship of David a mighty one, frightened the enemies even without war, and made him always victorious over his enemies. David, in spite of his closeness to God and God's love for him, was always learning.
وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُودَ مِنَّا فَضْلًا يا جبال أوبي معه والطير وألنا له الحديد أن اعمل سابغات وقدر في السرد واعملوا صالحا إني بما تعملون بصير.
God taught him never judge unless you listen to both opponents' parties. David used to sit in his sanctuary to pray and worship God. Whenever he enters in his room, he used to command his guards not to allow anyone to enter or make him disturb while he is praying. One day, he was surprised in his sanctuary that two men in front of him jumped from the wall of sanctuary. David was afraid of them and asked them, "Who are you?" One of the two men said, "There is an argument between me and this man, and we came to you to judge between us." David asked the man, "What is the issue?" He told him that this is my brother, who has 99 sheep, and I have only one sheep. He said, "Give it to me," and he took that from me. David said, without hearing the opinion of the other side, "He did wrong by asking you to give him your sheep." Many partners wrong each other except those we believe. David was surprised by temperance of two men, as if a cloud evaporated in the air. David realized that the two men were angels sent by God to teach him a lesson, so that he would have not judged between opponents unless he listened to all their sayings. Perhaps the owner of the 99 sheep has right. Then David prostrated to God and asked him for forgiveness. David died at the age of 100 years, and his funeral was attended by tens of thousands of men. Even it was said that there is no one after Moses and Aaron for whom Israelites were such mourned and grieved as they mourned and grieved for David.
وهل أتاك نبأ الخصم إذ تسوروا المحراب إذ دخلوا على داود ففزع منهم قالوا لا تخف خصمان بغى بعضنا على بعض فاحكم بيننا بالحق ولا تشطط واهدنا إلى سواء الصراط إن هذا أخي له 99 نعجة ولي نعجة واحدة فقال أكفلنيها وعزني في الخطاب قال لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجه وإن كثيرا من الخلطاء ليبغي بعضهم على بعض إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وقليل ما هم. وظن داود أنما فتناه فاستغفر ربه وخر راكعا وأناب فغفرنا له ذلك وإن له عندنا لزلفى وحسن مآب. يا داود إنا جعلناك خليفة في الأرض فاحكم بين الناس بالحق ولا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله إن الذين يضلون عن سبيل الله لهم عذاب شديد بما نسوا يوم الحساب.